up everything. I give up. I'm such a...
Hey, there you are, Noah. I was hoping you'd help me sort out those scripts.
But, Gramps, I'm the one who mixed them all up. I wanted to study them so I could perform better whenever the humans take us back into service, and instead I mixed them all up, and then I knocked the box off the shelf and they flew everywhere.
I know, but no real harm is done. And you and I can straighten them all out, and, oh, believe me, you'll read a lot of scripts before we finish.
Oh, Gramps, that won't help. I'll just mess up again. I'm not special. I can't do anything to serve God.
Well, of course you're not special.
Gramps, aren't you supposed to tell me I'm wrong and that God made me very special and all that?
Nope. God made everyone special, and you're no more special than anyone else. But you don't have to be special to be used by God.
You don't?
Well, no. You just have to be willing to submit to God and be willing to serve Him wherever and however He wants. Think about the 12 disciples, the men Jesus chose to be His closest followers. He kept them with Him for His entire ministry, teaching them and preparing them to carry on after He was gone. He depended on those very ordinary men to carry His message to the world.
Well, and none of them were special?
Well, at least 5 of them were simple fishermen.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Jesus told them that if they would follow Him, He would make them fishers of men. That meant they would catch men for God.
Yes, and we're not told anything about some of the apostles' occupations, but we know that Matthew had been a tax collector. He worked for the Romans who had taken over Israel, and the Jews hated them and anyone who worked for them. On top of that, most tax collectors were terribly dishonest.
Whoa, and he was one of Jesus' disciples?
Well, after he repented, of course, but it wasn't just that. While they were with Jesus, those disciples made many mistakes. Before Jesus finished teaching them His way, a couple of them were real hotheads. They'd fly off the handle and want to do all kinds of bad stuff. And once, one of them actually asked for high place in Jesus' kingdom. All 12 would argue about who would be the greatest, and right up to the end of His ministry, they expect Jesus to raise an army and drive out the Romans.
Really?
And these are the men Jesus chose to be the core of His followers. They went on to found the church, and they traveled the known world teaching people about Him for the rest of their lives.
So, even though I'm not special, I can serve God.
Well, that's wonderful, Gramps. I wonder what He'll have me do. Discovering that is one of the most exciting parts of being a believer. I can hardly wait. I think I know what God wants you to do right now.
Sort out a whole bunch of mixed up scripts?
That's it.
You got it, Gramps. There were 12 disciples Jesus called to help Him. Simon, Peter, Andrew, James his brother John, Philip, Thomas, Matthew, James the son of Alphaeus, Thaddeus, Simon, Judas, and Bartholomew. He has called us too. He has called us too. We are His disciples. I'm one, so are you. He has called us too. He has called us too. We are His disciples. We His work must do.